Since its introduction in 2005, the Triumph 675 Daytona has been the leader in the supersport category. Light, safe, lively and built for the circuit, it's blown away the competition for the past 3 years. The Hinckley-based company has a new model for 2009, a simple facelift or a reinforcement of a bike that has no real weak point. We test rode it to find out. Well, aesthetically, Triumph hasn't taken too many chances. The differences between the old and new bikes are hard to spot. While the front end and turning signals have been restyled, the lines of the 675 are similar to the preceding model, which is just fine by us. The 675 Daytona was already a very smart bike. With a 43mm reversed fork and the 4-piston front disc brake, the braking qualities of this very light 162-kilo bike are incredible, even a little surprising. The major changes are found in the motor, with a lot of electronic improvements that allow for better throttle response and increased availability. Also new and no less significant, the choice of Pirelli's new Diablo Super Corsa tyres, which is as top of the line as it gets, before actually slapping competition tyres on the new 675 Daytona. The instrument panel is as complete and readable as ever. There's the very useful shift light, however it doesn't have a fuel gauge, which would be nice. While the Daytona is great to look at, the real fun begins when it hits the road. The former version was a model of efficiency, but the new Daytona is even smoother. The 675 gets down to business straight away and there's little time to catch one's breath. This Triumph leans right into the corners. The firm seat and the rigidity of the entire package isn't ideal for in-town cruising, but is right on the money on the racetrack. We took this bike to the Ferte Gaucher outside Paris to see just how sporty this bike really is. Super light, the Daytona goes wherever you point it thanks to its extremely precise front end and top-drawer suspension qualities. Once leaned over, it's as stable as you like. It doesn't wander off its line. It gives the rider an all-important sense of comfort, well aided by its standard-issue tyres, which are sufficiently suited to the racetrack. The atypical 3-cylinder motor still offers as much pleasure as ever. Plenty of torque, it keeps delivering from 6,000 RPM all the way to the red line at 14,000, which is 400 more than the old Daytona. The bike we tested was limited to 106 brake horsepower. We would have liked to have seen what the 125 version has to offer, but the toned-down version, while it can be felt, is still very well done. In conclusion, the few changes made to this Daytona 675 are a bonus to what was already a bike free of faults. A proper circuit bike, it does become somewhat fatiguing on the road, which isn't its preferred predilection. And Triumph has what it takes to unsettle the competition, a reasonable price tag of under €11,000.